Our next guests are joining us for the first time here on the orange carpet. Please welcome to the show cast member on episode 2 of Win This Listing from Mission Realty Group, Marsi Sampson, and her special guest, the founder of Team Parker for Life, Crystal Shaw, and her son, Parker Shaw.
Hey, welcome to the show, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
Marsi, I just, cameras, me, you, it's
Just keep meeting like this, right?
just, we're going to have a coffee one day without any cameras around, I promise.
Okay, good. Looking forward to it.
This is great. Now, you wanted to bring on the Shaws today. Tell us why.
Guy, you know, a true inspiration to me and our community. How can we help this charity, you know, get the word out to Team Parker? So I couldn't think of anybody else to bring in and welcome. So
I know this has touched you because from the moment you started talking about it, you know, way back when we were shooting Win This Listing, you're like, oh, I've got a really good guest, you know, that we're bringing on the show. So Crystal, tell us about, you know, what is Team Parker for Life? How did all this happen?
Team Parker for Life is a foundation we started in 2013 after my son Parker right here was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma, which is a severely underfunded cancer. And we just felt the need after we saw the amount of outreach we had for our family to let us stay home and be with our sick child and our other 2 daughters, that we wanted to do the same for other people. So our mission with Team Parker is just to help as many families that their children are facing cancer and to financially assist them, and also just to raise awareness for pediatric cancer and to get as much funding that we can get. It needs it. It gets less than 4% of the national budget for cancer altogether, which is pennies pretty much.
So is the foundation about that particular, what did you say, neuroblastoma?
Neuroblastoma. We help all the kids with all cancers. That's my biggest drive, obviously, because it affected our life the most, but we help anybody who applies who has a child with childhood cancer of any kind.
What is neuroblastoma?
So neuroblastoma is a type of cancer that arises in your immature nerve cells. So basically it can be anywhere in your body, but most commonly the solid tumors are usually found in your abdomen or chest. And Parker's particular tumor was above his left kidney on his adrenal gland, and usually by the time you find it, it's stage 4 because it really has no symptoms. So until he was injured on a rope swing, we had no idea that anything was wrong, and then just the pain got more severe, and he got a fever and was complaining on and on that his hip was hurting, and finally took him into the doctor just because it wasn't going away, and that's how we found out he had cancer.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Parker, do you remember any of this, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? What was that like? You could tell something was wrong, couldn't you?
Yeah, it hurt just at night.
Just at night when you're trying to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, huh? So when you know, you were telling your mom that it was hurting, obviously she believed you, right? But you guys didn't know what was wrong. When they took you to the doctor and they told you had cancer, did you know what cancer was? Never heard of it before, huh?
No.
Do you know what it is now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty tough stuff, huh? So how did you beat it, man?
I don't know.
Super brave.
That's a sweet smile.
Well, what did you have to go through? So they found out you had cancer and you don't have it anymore, right? So something had to happen. So what happened in there?
What kind of treatments did you do?
I did 3 of 8. I stayed in the hospital a lot. Chemo. I lost my hair. I got worried because they said it would come back curly or green. And I didn't want either of those things.
That's funny. So it sounds
Well,
like you did everything. I mean, you just kind of have to do everything, right? Throw the kitchen sink at it. Is that kind of what the deal is?
Yeah, so the type of cancer he has a greater than 60% relapse rate, and the chance of survival at relapse is less than 10%. So obviously your goal is to try to hit it hard the first time so that it doesn't return. Generally, the first 2 years after treatment, the kids do fairly well if they make it through the treatment, but then a lot of kids relapse at about 2 years of time. So we're at 26 months right now, cancer-free.
Wow. And so how
Parker's
often now
doing
does he
great.
have to go back and check in on that? I mean, you got to check on it pretty.
Yeah, so this is the first time we've ever gone 6 months without checking, which makes me terrified. But usually it's every 3 months that we go and we do scans, and then we do labs every 30 days.
Okay.
So they keep a really close eye on everything to watch tumor markers and just lots of doctor visits and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so it's been a couple years now
Yeah.
since this all went down. And how long was he in the hospital for?
A long time. We spent the first 2 months after diagnosis in the hospital, getting just all the testing to confirm the diagnosis and what stage, and to get a line placed in his chest, and just to start chemo and do all the treatments that were necessary to just start fighting against the cancer. Then you have like breaks in between, so you go to the hospital roughly like 5 days every month, unless of course there's complications and you stay longer. So there was definitely times like that, but yeah, we spent a lot of time in the hospital for the last 2 years. So his biggest question was always just, when can we play next? Like, when can we get out of here?
Yeah.
So
Parker, what are you going to do, or what do you want to do when you grow up?
Mm,
You like sports?
I want to play football or move to Hawaii and surf.
Good options.
Good
Good
goals, right?
options. What about both? You think you can do both?
I don't know.
You could try.
Too
Right?
much money.
Yeah, it costs too much money. Well, not if you play football.
Yeah,
then,
right.
then you can do both. It's okay. No worries. I know this is. And how old is Parker right now?
How old are you?
9.
You're 9. So I have a daughter that's 9, by the way. So I'm very familiar with this age range.
Yeah,
And that's kind of a crazy thing to think. He was, what, 7 years old?
6.
He was 6 when this went down. I mean, for parents out there, when you have a 6-year-old, I mean, that's like the golden years, right? This is when the kids are the cutest they're going to be. They're almost like little humans. They're doing all these
Yeah.
things. They're saying all these things. And then to find that out must have just been a crusher.
Yeah, I mean, this diagnosis is something that rocks your world, and I feel like you'll never be the same after, dealing with a situation like this. But I think that it also gives you the platform that you need to do something positive with it. You can choose, to use it to your advantage, I guess. There's a lot of good that's come out of a bad situation, and for that I'm really proud, and I'm really proud of Parker because he's just always stood brave from the very first day. And when we were scared and having to look to him for hope, it was pretty awesome because he was always positive and always saying, like, Mom, look how many people are praying for us. We're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. So
I think a lot of it has to do with results,
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah.
Maintaining that positive attitude, that positive vibe, and the good energy.
Yep.
Parker, did you have any kind of ceremony? Did you say bye-bye to the cancer for the last time? Did you do that, or have any kind of party whenever you were like, it's gone, I'm cancer-free?
We did a Make-A-Wish, and we went to Hawaii, and I got to swim with a dolphin. Well, I caught a waffle, and we got to have free surf lessons, and we got to stay at, what was the place called?
Alani,
Alani, and there was lots of really cool water slides.
we've had a lot of parties.
That is
A
awesome.
lot of celebrations.
Well, speaking of parties, you have an event coming up. It's a 5K,
Yep.
June 25th.
Yes.
That's to raise awareness and to raise funds for this, right, for Team Parker for Life?
Yeah, June 25th, Mission Trails Regional Park. We're going to have a family 5K, and everyone can come. It's for all ages. We have a sign up on our website, which is listed on the screen, and you can go there, sign up your whole family, and come out for a day of fun. There's a ton of free giveaways, and it's basically to raise awareness and to give more funding to childhood cancer that's greatly needed.
Yeah, no question about it. This is great stuff. Marcy, thank you so much for being on today.
Yeah.
Really incredible story, and it just shows you that, first of all, the power of positive thinking, right, Parker? That's number one. First and foremost, you got to know you're going to win if you're going to win, right?
That's right.
And you won. You won a big battle, my friend. So that's quite a big deal, which I think you know now, right? Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a battle that not everyone wins. And this is why the awareness element is so important. So join us June 25th for the 5K. It's in Santee, Mission Trails Regional Park, right?
Yes.
And anyone can come. Kids will be there. It's on a trail, so you're not going to be running in the street or anything like that. Just good family fun to raise awareness and raise money for this great cause. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having
Really,
us.
really appreciate it. It's great to have you. Parker, thanks for coming, man.
You're welcome.
Congratulations to you, my friend. You're inspiring a lot of people today.
Thank you.
Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. Commercial free.